Hi guys, how are you? Hope all is well. I've made lamb with quince apple. Let me tell you, the first time I had this dish was in Morocco. My mother-in-law made it and it tastes amazingly delicious. She's a wonderful cook and I've learned many Moroccan tasty cuisine from her. Today I'm sharing with you lamb with quince apple and also a wonderful spice blend that gives this dish authenticity. Ras hanout. So come with me to my kitchen and I'll show you how to prepare this delicious meal. Welcome to my channel. Now the first step is to prepare the quince apples. We have quince apple sugar, olive oil, butter, honey, cinnamon, a bit of salt is optional, and water. And for the meat, the lamb, we have about 2.5 kilograms of lamb, which is about 5 pounds, ras hanout, ginger, black pepper, cayenne pepper, turmeric, cinnamon sticks, and the auto that listed on the screen. Here you can cut the apples in quarters. I'm going to cut it in half and show you what it looks like inside. You can peel this apple if you desire. The peel is edible. Remove the core and then put it into some water because they discolorate easily. I have enough water in the quince apple cover to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Then I will boil it for about 8 minutes. And when it comes to a boil after 8 minutes, we'll discard the water but leave half a cup into it. And add all the remaining ingredients into the quince apple, put it on low heat, and continue simmer it for additional 7 to 8 minutes. It takes approximately 15 minutes to cook the quince apples. Here is the spice blend that gives this dish authenticity. It's called ras hanout, I've mentioned before. We have here 4 teaspoons of ginger, 2 teaspoons black pepper, cinnamon, turmeric, cayenne pepper, cardamom, fennel, coriander, and a half a teaspoon of mace, allspice, and cloves of each. And you combine it into a little jar, and we're going to give it a little shake and take 2 tablespoons from it. I have about a total of 8 to 9 tablespoons there. We'll use 2 tablespoons to season the meat. Follow with 2 tablespoons of ras hanout, 2 tablespoons of ginger powder. Saffron is optional here, but it gives the dish a wonderful taste. Turmeric, cayenne pepper, and black pepper. Here we have 8 to 10 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped. 2 really large onions or 4 medium onions chopped up. Some parsley, cilantro tied in a bouquet. Water to cook the meat. I'm going to sear the meat. We add a bit of oil and we'll sear the meat on both sides until they're lightly brown. It gives a nice flavor to the meat. When all the meat is seared, we put it back into the same pot. Now I add the cinnamon sticks. Oh, I forgot to mention, when I sear the meat, I season it only with black pepper. And I will add the remaining spice into the meat. So if you notice, I did not season the meat in salt because this dish does not require a lot of salt. It's a little bit sweet. You can actually control the sugar. Like I said, I use 3 tablespoons of honey. You don't like too much sweet, put a little less. Or don't put sugar, just use honey to cook your apples. But when you boil the apples, do not boil the apples with the honey. Add it the second step, the other 8 minutes, where you keep the honey into the apples and the flavor. You don't want to throw it out. Now when the meat is boiled, it takes about 15 minutes to an hour and tender. You remove it. We have the apples ready. We have some sauce in there, and we also have the meat with some sauce because we need those sauce to marry the two together, the flavor. I have a beautiful, 2 beautiful terracotta pot here with a bit of olive oil and some onions in the bottom. Because when we put the meat on top of the onion, arrange it, the onion will caramelize and bring even more delicious flavor to your meat. And I will arrange those lambs that we cooked for about an hour to tenderize it. Now, if you have a pressure cooker, it'll take only 25 minutes. And here you arrange it very beautifully. When you're putting your terracotta pot onto your stove, you need to use a defibrillator so you don't get your pot cracked, with the heat. So, or you can use a deep base frying pan or a pot, and you can actually prepare this meal. But this is just a nice serving plate if you have one, or a tagine pot, to do this. You don't have that, it's fine. You can use a nice pan, put it into your oven and let it cook, or on top of your stovetop and serve it at the table. And the carrot is actually optional. Just one of us like carrots and the other one doesn't, so we have two of these, one with carrots and one without. And so you arrange them beautifully the way you like. And you put a bit of sauce, about 1/4 cup of each. And now what you do, you take it to your stove and put it on medium heat first to bring it up to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, the apples, the sweetness from the apples, it releases juice onto the meat and adds a nice, beautiful, fruity flavor to the lamb. And this, when the flavor marries together, it takes about ½ hour for this process, First you put on medium, about 15 minutes, and then you turn the heat down to low and leave it there covered for another 15 minutes on slow heat. And this one here has no carrots, just lamb with quince apple. This is the traditional way they serve it. It's absolutely delicious. This dish is super tasty. If you tried it, it's amazingly fantastic and delicious. And so we have it there. You hear the sizzling sound? And so what happened that I put it now on low heat and leave it for 15 minutes. And then it comes to a nice boil, you see? It's gonna boil nice. And I took my fork and I turned the apples a little, so I keep cooking. Try not to break them. You want to keep the beauty in the apples. So this is a wonderful Moroccan lamb with quince apples. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this dish. And give it a try. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more wonderful weekly, tasty, delicious recipes, family style. And there it is, lamb with quince apple. You can serve it with Italian bread, Moroccan bread, pita bread, but this is just wonderfully and beautiful, tasty lamb with quince apple.